Welcome back to my channel, and in this edition I'm going to make Mayi Moulin. I've decided to start putting a lot more cooking shows into my channel because I'm pregnant and I get these cravings, and I figured it'd be nice to just incorporate my cooking. So here it's going to be Mayi Moulin with spinach. This is my typical Haitian spice sauce that I have. I keep that in the fridge and it can last for months. I'm going to use about 2 tablespoons of that and about a cup of cornmeal. I buy this from my market here in Georgia. And I'm also going to use habanero peppers. And I usually keep my tomato paste in the freezer, so it's a little frozen, but technically I'm supposed to take it out before I start cooking to let it thaw out a little bit, because it does go bad really quickly. Over here is your typical Haitian aluminum pot, and I'm gonna have it on very low right now. It was already on for a little while, so I think it's still somewhat hot. All right. Okay, I didn't think of this, but let's. Okay. I don't usually measure stuff with a real measuring spoon. I guess you can't call my recipes a real recipe because they're not measured properly. I just kind of eyeball things and use the regular spoons that you eat with. One day I'll get it. But in the meantime, I just usually just eyeball it. When it comes to Mayi Moulin, you're gonna need a wooden spoon. A wooden spoon is best to stir the Mayi Moulin. So I'm gonna use this wooden spoon to stir the épices. I want to turn it up a little bit, but I've decided not to because I'm going to put the tomato paste in there. And the tomato paste, the thing about tomato paste, it's a really good base for cooking, and it's a really good base that a lot of Haitian people use for their cooking. But if it gets burned, your food is ruined. You might as well start over and throw it out and start all over. Because if it gets burned, everything is ruined. Like I said, I don't normally use a measuring spoon. So this looks like about a tablespoon of tomato paste. But I'm going to add a little bit more. So that's why I've chosen to keep it on low instead of rather than turning up the heat. I'm choosing to keep it on low. The typical Haitian épices that we use, most Haitians use that to cook anything. You can really literally cook anything with it. So this is about 2 cups of spinach, which is going to be reduced completely because spinach does get, in Creole spinach is called épinard. Spinach does shrink quite a bit, so it's going to reduce quite a bit while I stir fry it in my little mixture. Everything smells really good so far. Can you just smell the... You can just smell the food from the video. Cooking has always been a passion for me. So choosing to incorporate cooking into my channel after being gone for 6 years, I feel like was the right approach, because I started this channel 6 years ago and my daughter was born. I moved out of state. I've seen some people put 2 Maggi in there. I don't think it's necessary to put 2 of them in there. I think the flavor is going, that it would just overpower the cornmeal. Plus my APs is really tasty, so I don't think I will need that. I can just add some salt and pepper for additional taste.
What are you doing?
I'm doing a cooking video.
I can say hi to the world.
Well, come over here. Come over next to this pot, because I'm not going to be in it. It's just the food.
Hello. I am in Mommy Cooking Show. And I want Mommy best. Goodbye.
Well, thank you, Miss, for making an appearance. So that was my 6-year-old daughter. I started my videos with her when I was pregnant with her, and I decided to stop because life got really busy.
And this is my toy. Say hello, toy. Hello.
Life got really busy, and I didn't know if I really wanted to do a YouTube channel. I didn't know if this was what I wanted to do. I was going through a lot with my daughter and her dad, so I didn't know what I wanted to do, so I just kind of quit. But I've always looked and always thought that I should come back because I enjoy it. I think it's fun. And cooking is a passion for me, so having cooking being incorporated in my videos would be perfect. So I decided to do this finally. You'll be seeing a lot more videos, especially of cooking. Now that I am pregnant again, food is a really big part of being pregnant. So without further ado, be ready to have videos maybe on a weekly basis. Look at how everything is looking. Simmering really nicely. Looks very pretty. It smells yummy. Bet you can almost smell it from just watching the video. Bon goût. Very good. Okay, I will measure the water. The only reason why I will measure the water in the cornmeal is because I like cornmeal to be at a certain consistency, and I want to see how 3 cups of water to 1 cup of cornmeal is what kind of consistency I'm going to get. So that's the only reason why I'm measuring the cornmeal, the water, and I will also measure the cornmeal just for that purpose. All right. Very tasty broth. So tasty. If you don't like a lot of salt in your food, that should be enough. If you don't like a lot of salt in your food, that should be enough. If you do want a little bit more salt, you can add, don't do that. You can add maybe a ½ teaspoon. I think that's even too much, so I'll just put a ¼ teaspoon. Because I think the smell is just, the taste is already perfect. Has the perfect balance of pepper, and that's all because of the Haitian épices. I'm going to turn up the, can you stop moving? I'm going to turn up the heat, let it boil for maybe 5 seconds, and let it boil for maybe 5 seconds, and then add the cornmeal to it. I'm only going to cook 1 cup of cornmeal because my family doesn't really like cornmeal. I'm not putting myself in the video, so if you can just do what I'm asking you to do, that'd be perfect. This is called yellow corn grits. I don't know why it's called yellow corn grits. I purchased it from my farmer's market here in DeKalb County, Georgia, which is one of the favorite things that I love about living in Georgia, is the fact that I can purchase things that I grew up eating back in Haiti. So that is a big, big deal for me. So that's a huge plus, and I love that a whole lot. I hope you can hear the emphasis on how much I love that. Despite the traffic here in Georgia, I'm going to put a little thyme in it just to make it taste like home. Despite the traffic here in Georgia, one of my favorite things is the farmer's market here. Again, I don't know why this is called yellow corn grits. I have something else in my cupboard that is called cornmeal, and I don't know. I don't know why. Maybe it's a typo or they don't know the difference. I don't know. But I'm going to show you what they call yellow corn grits. And cornmeal. And I thought, that just looks like a flour. So this is what they called organic yellow cornmeal. And if you can see, this is what this looks like. It looks just like a powder. And this is more of the coarser cornmeal that I'm used to cooking. So we'll see how it fans out. I think it'll just be fine. As you can tell, this is all from my farmer's market, which I love. Okay, so we're going to remove the cover on this pot, and we're going to add our cornmeal. There you have it. It's all in there. And a lot of the trick to cooking the perfect Mayi Moulin is to stir. Stirring is very, very important. The reason why the stirring is important, it's because you don't want your cornmeal to be tough. You want it to be loose and relaxed and very, very, not liquidy, but a very thick consistency, but not tough. So, stirring. You really saw in Creole, you really saw bat Mayi Moulin. Bat Mayi Moulin. If you don't speak Creole, you don't have to learn. You can just enjoy not understanding part of it. But if you have any Creole friends, you want to impress them one day, this is a really good recipe. Or Haitian boyfriend you want to impress. This is a breakfast meal. It's usually cooked in the morning. It's known to give people strength. And the fun thing about cornmeal is that it's in a lot of different type of diets. It's in the American diet, also known as grits. It's in the Italian diet, also known as polenta. So cooked in different ways, it's presented as something else, but this is just the Haitian way of making Mayi Moulin. And Mayi Moulin only stands for corn, I can't remember the word for moulin, which means like, basically it's just If you had like the whole corn, you would just put it in some sort of processing. So it's like processed cornmeal, in other words, but it's just perfect. So this is 3 cups of water to 1 cup of cornmeal. Look at this. It just completely took over the water. Isn't that amazing? Just completely took over all the water. Another thing I'm going to add to my cornmeal is butter. And then I'm going to turn down the stove, let it cook for 15 minutes, and then we'll come back and I'll show you the final product. Alright, let's go ahead and add the butter. That's the butter, adding the butter to the cornmeal, for me, it does give it a little bit of an American touch, as they would add to the grits. And that makes it an extra creamy and fattening, which is always good when you're pregnant. You gotta feed that baby. So in this case, I'm going to rest my spoon right here and cover up my cover up the pot and turning it down to super low, as low as I can possibly get it, maybe about 3 on this. This is I'm cooking on a gas range, and the thing about gas range is that they get really hot, and I love it. It cooks my food really fast. I don't think I can ever go back to an electric range. I think I would die if I had to go back to an electric range. But maybe not die literally, but you know what I'm saying. All right, so I will be back with the final product. I will show you what it looks like. It shouldn't be any different than what it looks like right here, but I'm going to show you what it looks like in about 15 minutes once it's plated with the typical way Haitian eats cornmeal, is with a slice of avocado, and especially in the morning. I want to say thank you so much, you guys, for watching. Keep coming back for more more cooking videos. It will not only be Haitian videos, it'll be finger foods for children, what your kids will eat and how it's supposed to look. It will be American food with my Haitian twist, of course, with my épices, Haitian épices always. It will be what I learned when I lived in Arizona about Mexican food, which I never thought I thought I knew what Mexican food was until I moved to the Southwest. How to make enchiladas, tacos, just with a Haitian twist, and how you can always put a twist on whatever you're cooking to make it your own. Well, thank you again for watching my channel, and I will see you guys next time.